that squash?
Yeah, we have a couple of squashes.
Second grade mathematicians always include what?
How do we know what children are learning?
Oh, tell me about the number you made.
Our current education policies point to a narrow measure of success, high-stakes reading and math scores. But teachers at Mission Hill use a variety of ways to get concrete, thoughtful feedback about teaching and learning, which applies to teachers as well as students.
This child was pretty stuck, and the thing that benefited him most was having his work read aloud to him. What I'm interested in is the different ways they got at it and what people think about that.
I don't know what else it needs or what else it should have, and
sections, and for each one be a page of a book.
I love that idea.
Hesitation and an initial sense of I can't do this. Overcoming that and discovering that they can is such a huge lesson.
Something that made sense for you then?
The word assess comes from the Latin to sit next to. Standardized tests are administered at Mission Hill, but teachers here find that direct contact and conversation are the most accurate way to judge if a child has mastered a skill or concept.
And that's what I expect from you, is greatness, Linnea. So what I'm pushing...
Any inappropriate language? No.
Or to figure out a new strategy to help them on the path to greater understanding.
Look at what a great morning you had. Look at that. How does that feel?
Afternoon, I think that's good.
Usually when you write, you get like a word, you get a couple sentences. Look at today. That says it all, Caleb. Feels good, right?
You did know. That's you. You got it. I end up with files of work because ultimately I'm someone who really believes in portfolio-based assessment. I really believe in looking at a student's work as the best indicator. It's your work. Good job.
Yeah, see, like here?
Developing a student's ability to measure progress is important for kids in all grades. Once they are in middle school, a more formal portfolio process also comes into play.
The 8th grade exhibition, portfolio exhibition process it's almost like a thesis review, you know, where they have to defend their work. So they have an advisor that's a faculty member, they have their teacher, they have a family member, and then an outside community member.
You may need to explain that a little more. Okay. So you might want to think about a visual example to support your words.
As an 8th grader, this is Maurice's graduation portfolio. And
the student gets feedback, but as importantly, the instructor or the teacher gets feedback.
Using a program called Real Studio, which uses Real Basic as a coding. Up there is a text.
For me, I mean, at the end of 7th and 8th grade, thinking about what I was capable of. I could take tests, I could write papers and things like that, but I couldn't put together a body of work and then talk about it for 2.5 hours in front of a committee.
Right there.
For this project, I was trying to figure out if you could make someone believe fake memories. I had a group of 5 people watch a video. 3 out of those 5 people, I had them tell the other person lies about what happened in the video. They didn't even realize, but they started to believe what I was telling them.
If there were 1 or 2 things that you could change about your experiment, what do you think would be most important to make it stronger scientifically?
I probably would have waited a longer time before I started asking them questions.
I am a psychologist and I also teach psychology in university. You had picked a really complex topic and you were so able to explain what you did, took all the different steps and looked for different explanations for what you did.
I'm not sure what's going on right now, the last month or so, but we need to pull it back to where you were, and we need to set you up so that you have those habits that you really want to bring forward in life.
We all mess up, we all have setbacks, and I think the thing is any sort of life lesson, what do we do to learn from this and move forward? And I'm looking forward to coming back and hearing your work. If they say you're ready to get close to present this portfolio, then you've got some work to show. And that's what we're here for.
That close? So what does that mean? When I had Lorenz in 4th grade, he was angry all the time, and he was way below grade level. I had him for 2 years, 4th and 5th grade, and went through a lot together.
Easy. Easy.
And
nervous.
Nah, chill out. You got it.
Isolation is where you stop one of your body parts and then just move the rest. So technically, I chose dance for my Beyond the Classroom essay because it helped me to release my anger in a positive way. The government of Somalia is very poor, dealing with the Al-Shabaab, which is a militant group who's taken over most of the southern part of Somalia.
Malik? In the first sentence, you said that Somalia hasn't had a stable government in 21 years. Why did it fall apart?
I'm not quite sure because I didn't go that far back.
Did you do something that was different from what the book or what a website explained?
Actually, the circus that I made worked better than the ones I saw.
What did you do when that happened?
At first I smiled and I was like, I said, yes, I did something new. And after that, I learned that you don't always have to follow the guide.
I'd just like you to tighten up those couple things in that paper. Okay?
In the work tag on the photo report, we're going to take a look at that and do a couple edits.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
It's time to celebrate a year of learning and growing. But there are political storm clouds that Mission Hill can't ignore. Reflection is in order in the last chapter of A Year at Mission Hill.